Good morning, people. So I wanted to share something, and I'm not going to get commission from this. This is something that I paid for. I used the NEWA RF tool that I bought just a couple years ago from watching videos and stuff. But I stopped using it because I was like, I don't know how to use it. What am I really using it for? That sort of thing. And I was watching Dr. Anil Rajani. Now he is I believe he's a board certified surgeon and cosmetic guru on YouTube. And he was saying how this helps remove lip lines. I was thinking he was talking about these lines right here. So I was like, okay, I got that I'm signed up. But he was actually talking about the wrinkles in this area. Now, as you can see, I don't have those wrinkles. But for people who smoke and that sort of thing, then it would be good for that. But he was also saying that it enlarges your lip. And as we get older, your lips shrink. And this part of your lip tends to kind of droop, right? Now, a younger mouth will be a little bit more pouty, which is why people tend to want to have get bigger lips, because a bigger lip is really, or a larger lip or a lip that's turned up is a sign of youth, believe it or not. So I was like, okay. And so it's funny because I remember my mom telling me, like, you know, she would always say, your lips are so big. And it wasn't in a negative way, believe it or not. And over time, she said over time that her lips shrink. And I remember thinking, like, my mom's lips are so small. Like, who is my real mother? But I get my lips from my dad's side of the family. Like, they've got plenty of lips to share. Nonetheless, I was always like thinking, like, that's funny. Like, at some point my lips are going to shrink. And I do feel like they were starting to get smaller, are not as prominent, and the space between my nose and my lip was getting bigger. Now, in my family, okay, let's hold virtual hands. In our family, we call that monkey lip, because a lot of our family members have those nice lips, but we notice as people get older, that lip gets small. See what I'm saying? So it's like, the last thing I'm going to do is be the recipient of the monkey lip, especially since I've talked so much mess. So always looking for natural ways to do things. Nonetheless, I've been using this like twice a week on this part of my face only, on the lowest setting. And also being mindful, because I do have hyperpigmentation. You can kind of see it on this little line right there. You can kind of see it. It's where I dropped this curling iron. So I'm working on that. And then on this part of my face, you can see some freckles in there that I'm working on as well. So, okay. So yeah. So I don't want to put any extra heat on that area, do anything that might exacerbate the melanocytes in that area. So anyway, long story short, I felt like the space between this part of my nose and my lip was getting bigger, bigger, and my lip was appearing a bit smaller. And I was like, though I've never thought this in my whole life, like the thought of getting lip injections, like what? And I would go to see my person when I was getting Botox. It's been a minute. And that person was like, oh, we do lip flips. And I was like, what is that? And that's when they put something in your lip to kind of push it up. And I was like, am I the candidate? Am I the person that needs this? And she's like, oh, no, your lips are perfect. But it'll give you that extra little, that little twerk, if you will. And I'm thinking like, that's crazy. Well, anyway, long story short, I've been using this. And this is a picture of me when I was 24. And I would say I'm obviously thinner here, but the ratio of lip, my top lip is thicker now than it was then. Look. And I always thought like my bottom lip was a lot larger. You can see. I mean, I kind of did have something like that. So just in terms of the lip proportion and the thickness, it's been working. So thank you, Dr. Rajani. That's kind of crazy. And I love the way they look. it looks like I actually got something done. And to think that people used to make fun of me. Before all this, guys, before all the injections and stuff, people would make fun of my lips. People make fun. Isn't that funny? People make fun of you for having big hips and big behinds, and now they all and get that stuff injected. Anyway, I'll let you guys know how this goes, but I'm pretty excited. Crazy.